cute. It says waiting for Scott. Are you live?
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Okay, mine didn't say you were live and didn't go live. So.
It's because it doesn't love you.
Clearly it doesn't. Good morning, friends. How are we today? Okay, and it also put me on low resolution. I just not, my computer is not happy with me today. Oh, hey, Nixie is here. Glitched Witchcraft says, hi, hope everyone's having a good day / night. It's Anakin says hi, Cats Are Cool says hello, Marimu says hello, Bugga Game says hi, and
Hello.
Heather says hi, and Vaishnavi says whoa, and Little Sunflower says hi.
Hello.
Alex DeBest says hi. I watched Animal Crackers for the first time yesterday.
Oh, then you're going to like today's live because this is Chesterfield.
Nixie says Chesterfield in all capital letters. Oh, Bethany's here. Bringers or Rung Mods are here.
Thank you, thank you.
Bugga Game says, so how are you guys?
We're doing okay. How are you?
I'm a huge fan. You inspire me, says it's Anakin.
Oh, thank you.
Tran and Bepino and the Happy Coconut and Gabby and Sylvia
The
also
Happy
all said
Coconut.
hello. What are you laughing at? The Happy Coconut? Oh, yeah. Hi, it's Abby. Hope you had a good night's sleep. That's Abigail.
I did. Thank you, Abigail.
Catalina says, good morning, yay, Chesterfield.
Well,
Steph Nerd says, oh, Chesterfield. You guys are funny.
so Donna got this cheap set of gouache, and it was so colorful that I had to come up with something that had a lot of color in it. And so, honestly, what's more colorful than Chesterfield the Clown?
Yeah. Steph Nerd says more.
He's got greens and reds and pinks and purples and blues and teals. So I thought, let's give it a shot.
Cozy in the Cloud says Chesterfield, my beloved. I almost bought this at Michael's again. That's Jay Capopo.
Well, I thought, let's give it a shot. Let's see if you made the right decision.
They said almost bought.
Almost, that's what I'm saying.
Clown from Animal Crackers, yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Artist's Loft says Cats Are Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we're trying it,
We
right?
thought we'd try it. So
everybody always asks Scott, what's cheaper than Windsor and Newton? Because for some people, they can't afford it.
yeah.
So I was in the clearance section and I thought, what the heck?
She did. She literally thought, what the heck?
Yes.
So this is a paper palette. So you could throw it away.
Jay Copo says, no, I have one already, LOL, but I'm not going to spoil. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's give this a shot. So what I'm going to do
Ms. Epic
is...
says Artist Loft is not actually bad. Oh, Battlebrook says, good morning, Scott and Dawn. Hope you're both well. How you doing?
Hi, Battlebrooks.
So, wow, those neon colors look good. Yeah, they're bright, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what to do first. Also, I'm trying to record for... Let us just start putting some of these paints out here. What do you think?
Yeah, put them on the palette. This is a temporary palette, by the way, you guys. It's one of those peel-off palettes. Scott is not mixing them with his other paints. So it will be just fresh out of the tube, starting from scratch. It took us about 3 years to make Animal Crackers.
Yeah.
From start to finish. Hi, Oleon. Gouache moment. Actually, yes. We're having a moment on a new palette. You guys get to watch everything today. This is kind of exciting. They get to watch you put the paints out. You've never done this before.
No.
So this will be cool. Clowns indeed have much color. They do. Those are the gouache that my mom got me. There was also acrylic. Well, I'm cheap, so these were in the clearance section, and I did not see acrylics in the clearance section. I really saw the gouache. And I looked at the tubes, and I went, wait, is that watercolor or gouache? And I was like, I don't care, it's $5, and I grabbed it and went out the door. For me. Do you like Marvel or DC?
I like them both, but I was always a Marvel kid.
Oh, Eric is here. Good morning, everyone. Big hugs and send love to Scott and Donna. Hi,
Good
Erica.
morning.
How are you, friend? Really long time no chat. Mary says my art desk is so messy. I'm not gonna even tell you what my desk looks like. It looks like a bomb blew up. Nope, I've never seen Pan Am. Have you seen Pan Am? The show?
Pan Am?
Mm-hmm. Like this, it's a drama show about airline stewardesses on the Pan American Airline.
No,
I've not seen it.
never heard of it.
I haven't either. Turner has good colors, not as good light fastness.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is I could do a masterpiece with this, and next week it fades away. That's the thing that scares me. But we could do a light fastness test on this too.
What's your favorite paint brand, honey?
I like Winsor & Newton.
Now, let me ask you this. You've also said you use whole bean
For acrylic gouache.
Oh, whole bean is acrylic gouache, not gouache.
Yeah.
So Winsor & Newton is also gouache.
Yeah.
Okay. Watercolor and gouache is Winsor & Newton, and whole bean is acrylic gouache. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys will have to bear with me. I'm still learning this joke.
All right, so why don't we do this? Should we let's just, rather than put all of the paints out here, let's at least get started with this.
Yeah, but you need the colors you're gonna need.
Oh, I was gonna just lay them all out, but
Why, that's fun too.
how's that way you guys could see?
Temples
the
Forever
colors.
says huge shout out to the mods for being so dedicated. Oh yeah, couldn't do it without.
So now for gouache, I like to paint with a flat brush, not
Really?
a round brush. Yeah,
Why?
because I get brush strokes. So with watercolor, I want the paper and the watercolor to kind of play around and create the shapes. But with gouache, I like to let the paint brush create the shapes.
Huh? How have I been sitting here for like forever and never known that?
Because you don't love me.
Clearly I don't. So you use a flat brush for gouache. Interesting. I gotta write this down. I didn't know that. All the things that you learn when you sit here and actually listen to your.
All right, so because we don't have flesh tone, so let's just mix a couple colors and get some flesh tone in here. Or build our own flesh tone. How is everybody doing otherwise? So I like to do, with anything, I like to do a darker color and then come in and lighten it up.
So is the gouache gonna cover up the pencils on this one?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I'll use a number 2 pencil and it'll be darker pencils.
Okay. And there's no ink or erasing. Okay, I'm just asking all the questions. How well does the paper palette work?
Oh, it works good. You can just, put whatever you want on it, and then when you're done, you just rip it up and throw it away. Now, with gouache, though, you really, if you're going to be using them a lot, gouache, you can reactivate. So I normally, if it's gouache, I will do it on a regular palette that I'll save. But if it's acrylic gouache or acrylics or something that dries out, then you put it on a temporary palette.
Is there a way you can turn on auto-generated captions on a stream?
I don't know.
Gosh, that's a really good question. Wow, there's 381 of you now. That explains why my comments just went boop and I can't see.
Blow dryer.
He's an orange.
Now, normally I like a pink, but I don't have pink. There's no pink in there. Of all the colors, I don't have pink. So I'll have to make a pink.
Guys, your comments are flying so fast. Do you have translated captions on your videos? If not, would you consider it?
I do my own closed captioning, so they're nice and large on all of my videos. YouTube has the ability to do translated captions. I just don't know if that's automatic or not. But I do my own just in English because I don't know any other languages.
Abby says, where can you buy the paper palette and how many sheets of paper were in it?
I think you can get them at any art store, and they are. Does it say 50 sheets? 50 sheets right there.
You're asking the
And it's
person who
gray
has
matter paper palette.
not good eyes. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to try to make a little bit of a
Do
pink.
you have any tips on how to make your line art more poppy? I just erased my sketch and my character looks so blank.
Oh, that's line weight. And I did a video a little bit on line weight. If you want to give that a look.
In the Art Hacks playlist.
Should be, yeah.
Joni is putting off packing for a move to watch you paint.
Oh.
Wolfie McQueen says, I've had this one line for so long, hello from the Maldives. I want to go there so bad. Is it Maldives or Maldives? I don't know. Anyway, Yasmin says, you made me start painting. I've never had the confidence to do it before, but you helped me. I'm using a coloring book because my drawing skills are still bad.
Oh, that's wonderful. They'll get better. They will.
Did you do a video on what paper you recommend? I remember that, I think.
I have one where we try out
Paper
different
quality.
papers.
Yeah. Thin brick, it depends on what you're doing. Check out, there's a video very recently about Scott trying watercolors on different paper weights. So check that out and see if that helps. It depends on what you're painting with. Is it gouache? What is it? You know? Markers, whatever. Hyperspeed is the first time being here, and they love your shorts.
Thank you.
Joe Brown is doing well and asks how we are.
We're doing good, thank you. So I'm trying to get a little bit of this flesh tone.
We'll check on the auto-generated captions during the stream. I wouldn't know how to do that right now, but we'll also check on the translated closed captioning. We'll check on that for you guys. Lavinia says, good morning. I'm from Brazil. I speak Portuguese and don't understand good English. Speak soon, please.
Okay.
I think you're doing great.
Yeah.
Your English is better than Scott's English.
Low bar, but yes.
Sorry. Not really. Spark Art says, thank you for checking out my videos.
Oh, my pleasure.
So.
All right, let's try.
Is gouache expensive?
This was $5 for the entire set.
Regular price was $11.99 US, but it was in the clearance section at Michael's. That's one of the big craft stores here. And I just went $5 for all of those paints. So I grabbed it and Scott's trying it. It's kind of fun that way. Something new. Just Julia says, hey Scott, I wanted to tell you you're a big inspiration to me and I love your diversity in your art. Have a great day.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you.
They're laughing when you said because you don't love me. I'm going way back from the noticing the brush. You guys are funny. It is, Vicky. It is Chesterfield from Animal Crackers. Wow, Sonia's from India and Ebony is from Australia. God, you guys are from everywhere, huh?
We're so happy that you all came here.
Let's see. Do you have a video on folds in clothes?
Yes.
Okay. So, Nico Man, check out the Art Hacks playlist. Scott should have a video in there on folds in clothes, and that will help you with your dress. Let's see. Chris says hi from Norway.
Hello.
I want to go to Michael's, but I haven't been there. That's free. Scott has tons of videos, I think it's Lean or Len, on watercolors and painting. So check out the Art Hacks playlist. Yes, the painting of the two gay gentlemen that was there is on the website as a download. It should be up there now, and we can all say a big thank you to Bethany Primrose for getting that up on the site.
Yeah, that was quick. Thank you, Bethany.
Yep, she is amazing. Yes, Marguerite Michaels does usually have coupons. But most of the coupons, unless you get a really good one, are not available to use on the clearance stuff. Bethany says happy to. Sam says hello from Canada. Free says coupons are a lifesaver. Preaching to the choir. Senior Simon, yes, he does sell his art. And I am sure the mods will be happy to put in the link to our store. Tamaki says hi from Japan.
Hello.
Griffin says hello from Scotland. I want to travel now. Nathaniel says hi, I'm from Greece. You people are all making me want to get on an airplane. Do you have a video on landscape drawing with watercolor?
I don't.
Happy Coconut says the painting of the two gay men made me really happy as a gay man myself.
Oh, well, absolutely my pleasure. I'm so happy you liked it.
Oh, excellent. Nixia says, gay hair journal painting giveaway thanks to Scott and at Bethany Primrose, and puts the link into the digital download. There you go, guys. Thank you so much. And again, big shout out to Bethany for making that happen. She's been working feverishly behind the scenes to help us get all of this stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed the new S Sava art. We have a new website, and Bethany has been instrumental in putting
Bethany
that together.
and Dana Mercury.
And Dana, yep, has been instrumental in putting that together for us, and we could not have done it without them.
All right, so real quick, I'm going to show you.
This is Gouache, Mima.
So yeah, this is gouache. So I'm going to do it differently. So you notice that I didn't like with watercolors where I go light to dark. I am going medium or the darks, and then I'll lighten it up. So you see I'm putting in the darker parts first.
Ah, thank you for that. Because I was like, boy, that's really off.
Now I'm going to find a smaller paintbrush.
A fellow struggler would like to know how you are.
I am struggling along with you.
Oh, well, Bo is from Australia. Now you're making me want to get on a plane again. Oh, Joni said, I can't wait to get settled in my new place so I can really start out with my art again. I'll probably be asking for pointers once I dig in. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of you and your questions. Bring them on. Bring them on. Evan says good morning from South Carolina.
Good morning.
Dumb 16 is from Bangladesh.
Wow.
Does it ever boggle anybody else's mind that you people are from all over the world?
It is kind of cool that we're all talking to each other.
Yeah, in real time. There's 363 of you right this second, and we are from all over this big, huge planet. How crazy is that? It's just, I don't know. Anyway. No Sky says, no problem. Captions and pop-out menu is super useful. I don't know what the pop-out menu is, but okay.
Yeah, we got to learn a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to have to dig. You guys, we're going to have to do a deep dive into this so we can help you better and make this easier on people. Thunderwolf says, love it when art stuff is on clearance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not seeing any spamming stuff, but thank you for putting the kibosh on that. Guys, I promise I'll get to your comments as quickly as I can. I'm going back and forth, and they
Blow dryer. So now my biggest question and concern is going to be how white is the white? Because the white has to pop. So let's just go pure white.
Gouache doesn't seem to make the paper like buckle up as much as watercolor. So thinner paper is decent. Oh, Maldives. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. No, we're doing gouache today. Do you think old newspapers will work as a paper palette too?
Yeah, they can. They can.
I wouldn't, because the ink will rub off.
That's possible, yeah.
If you put water on it and try to or mix them together, I think the newsprint will wear off. People would like to know what your thoughts are. color theory?
It's funny. It's funny you guys should mention that because on the back of this palette is a whole thing on, which is really cool, on color.
Really?
Yeah, and it has complementary colors. So it's like cadmium red deep, which is this one right here. Yeah, well, that's cadmium red medium. The complementary color is going to be right across. So complementary colors are right across from each other. So it'd be phthalo turquoise.
Honey, could we scan that and post it on all of our socials?
I could try.
Let's do that.
So like cadmium yellow medium, the opposite's going to be ultraviolet. So you just go across. So these are complementary colors: red and green, magenta and light green, yellow and purple. I don't know why though. That's the thing. I don't know why. It's just human nature or what?
Juliana wants to know if printer paper is okay for watercolor.
If what is?
Printer paper is okay for watercolor.
You can use anything for watercolor. It's just you can use just regular copy paper if you wanted to. It's just you're going to be dealing with the thinness of the paper. But some people like to, play around with that, or some people just don't have the money. So you use what you can. But if you have the money, I recommend good watercolor paper.
Okay, guys, I am trying super hard on your comments here. This is just one assessment of complementary colors. That's Paper Life Away. What are your 2 favorite complementary colors?
I like a Windsor orange and Windsor violet. Those are my watercolors that I'll play around with.
What do you like better, warm or cool colors?
I don't know. I mean, I like warm colors for things like skin tone, and then I like cool colors for stuff like shadows.
Have you ever tried sculpting or carving?
I've dabbled, but I wasn't happy with the results because I didn't know enough about the material. So I'd love to take a class on it or just work with a professional one day.
Okay, guys. WK, I don't know what you're asking. Floof has a job interview in 30 minutes. First job. Any tips?
Ooh, gosh, job interview. I don't know. I mean, you're talking to a guy who works from a Hobbit hole, so I don't know if I'm the best person to be giving tips on getting or keeping a job.
I think you just want to be yourself and just be honest with the answers to your questions. And if there's something that you don't know, just say, you know what? That's a good question. I'm going to have to get back to you on that. Because sometimes they try to back you in a corner with questions and make you answer things like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, God.
They do. They do stupid things like that, which is absolutely unrealistic because you could turn the tables and say, well, not where you're sitting.
Yeah.
It's just be yourself. And if there's a question, just
it's also totally okay to ask them questions, too.
Yes. Don't feel afraid to ask them questions. If you have questions about the job or questions about who you're going to be working with or what you're going to be doing, just ask away. Don't feel embarrassed for that at all.
Well, so far these feel like normal gouache paints. I would say for some reason they feel a little thinner, but I'm not 100% sure if that's just my imagination.
Okay, Scott used poster paints in like a long time ago. Okay, we are giving away the digital downloads of the hair journal pieces right now. The paints in his videos come from either Blick or what's the other one?
Plaza?
Yeah, Plaza Art, which is our local art store. We do not currently watch anime. Scott met Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, Danny's really nice.
Have you tried the Mia Himi gouache paints?
I have not.
Okay. you ever painted a plane? He has.
Yeah,
His travel
yeah.
journal. Is Hobbit a pronoun? It should be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He, him, Hobbit.
Okay. What are Scott and Donna's pronouns?
I am a he, him, and Donna's, unless things have changed, is still a she, her.
I am, but I prefer she, her, and badass. Thank you. Scott's favorite color is Payne's gray. Evan, you should always draw a red panda. My answer to anyone who asks what to draw will always be draw a red panda. Thank you, mods. Again, I'm trying really hard, you guys, but there are 300 of you here, so hang tight with me. How do you handle lighting in your paintings to really make them pop?
Lighting is easier with something like gouache than it is with something like watercolor. So for me with gouache, what I do is I will come in with the highlights last with that pop of white. And then the other thing is I'm also trying to capture reflected light, bounced light, etc., etc.
Leah Entertainment drew red pandas for us and is going to send the link in the comments later.
Oh, that's great.
Woo! Yay, Leah! Thank you. Veronica, who is Donna's favorite Animal Crackers character? I loved her voice in it. Okay. My favorite character is when Owen is the bear. And my favorite scene is when he is lying on the floor sleeping with Mackenzie. I want Daddy Bear. I don't want a teddy bear. Love that. Love that. Scott, if you'd been given a superpower, which one? And would you be a hero or a villain?
Oh, definitely a hero. See, if someone, if a genie asked me for, if I want to have one superpower, my question would be, can it be something like Scarlet Witch where you can change reality and essentially, how much power can you have? Are there limitations to that? Otherwise, it would probably be Wolverine's healing power or something like that.
Erica says, did you know if you put color on a white paper and stare at it in the sun, you will see the complementary color?
Oh, that's cool.
Huh, I did not know that. Video. You need to try that.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
just a video of me staring at the sun. Is that what it was?
No.
Or stare.
Put the color on white paper and stare at it in the sun. You will see the complementary color. 5 minutes later.
My eyes.
You're not looking at the sun, you're looking at the color on the paper. You are such a doofus. Okay. It says, since yesterday I've got one of your images from the hair journal as my phone background, and it just makes me happy every time I see it.
Oh,
This amazing gift.
Thank you.
Thick paper lets you screw up more than thin paper.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, guys, you're funny. Let's see. What else did I miss? There's a bazillion and a half comments that I missed. So I apologize. Just put it in again. Once. Put it in once and I will do my best.
So I'm just laying in the colors at this point just to try to...
What made you fall in love with gouache after so many years of watercolor? That's a great question, and thank you for that. Oops.
So what had happened, the reason why I took up gouache was actually so I could do the movie poster. Because I wanted to do the movie poster for Animal Crackers, but I didn't think watercolor was the right medium for it. And I wanted to have an old-fashioned painterly look to it. So I taught myself gouache because it was close to watercolors. That was really what it was. Now, I fell in love with it just because I love...
And you didn't think you could get that with the watercolors?
No, you just can't get it with watercolor. No.
Okay.
Not easily, no.
Okay, let's see. Why did I think of Scott wearing Scarlet Witch's costume? He would slay though. Wouldn't that be funny? I'd love to see him with hair, like a wig, flowing in the breeze. Which do you prefer more, watercolor or gouache?
Right now, I think I'm really happy with my style with watercolor. I love painting with gouache, but I think I'm just happy with my style.
Oh, Cat drew a red panda. Yes, you can show it to us. You can either post it on our Discord or you can tag us on social media. How are you feeling about this set of gouache so far?
So far it's okay. It's a little thin. Um, but again, I don't know if that's in my head or if it's, because I haven't painted in gouache much lately, so it's not like I have this really recent feel for gouache. But so far it's okay. We'll see how it holds up once I really start to lay in the colors.
Okay, I want to thank you for introducing me to JC Landecker. That's ALSG.
Oh, so good.
I've never tried out gouache or watercolor. Seems like they're doing a great job. Let's see. Would you try jelly gouache?
I would love to.
Chaos Cantaloupes, which by the way, I love that name. That's hysterical. Do you have a dog? And if yes, will you paint him for us? If no, would you get one? We do have a dog. Her name is Arwen. Scott's painted her 1,000 times. And there is a video where you can see her gorgeous little ears flapping out the car.
Oh yeah, if you look in the travel journal, the travel journal playlist, look for the one where I take her to the Franklin. The
factory.
The factory.
How long ago did you paint the Animal Crackers movie poster?
Gosh, that would have been 2015, I think.
Yeah. Scott hasn't been in art competitions since he was in college. Kit says, for everyone who needs it, I'm proud of you and I'm always cheering you on. Aww. I'm going to join Kit and I'm going to add, and if you need a giant mom hug, I'm here for it. Let's see. You're not late. We're just here. We're painting. They're loving the hair journal wallpapers.
Oh, good.
Have you ever traveled somewhere only to paint your surroundings or a specific scene?
I've never traveled just to paint something. That's always just been a good byproduct. But that is, now it is actually one of the reasons why I want to go places, is to go paint things.
Scott does have a video on drawing fur. There's a bunny rabbit that he did and a niffler, so check that out. Is it in the Art Hacks playlist on drawing fur?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can check that out. Donna, I am drawing fan art for you, so what do you want yourself to be in the drawing? Oh, I want to be a red panda. My answer to anything is always going to be, I want to be a red panda. Temples forever, what is my tea of choice this morning? Good question. I should have grabbed the black box of Barry's tea, but alas, I grabbed the Harrods Strong Breakfast, and it's not cutting it.
For fun, I'm going to try this metallic purple for the background. Okay? So since I got to clean out the water thing anyhow, I'm going to give it a shot. Let's look at it.
Scott has drawn animals. He just doesn't draw them all the time. Do you have a favorite musical? Mine is Mary Poppins. Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah. Mary Poppins is great.
I don't know. Hamilton was great, but there's so many great musicals.
The Greatest Showman was wonderful. The music was great. Grease.
I want to watch Rent. I haven't seen that one, and it's supposed to be phenomenal. Can you make a video on pencil sketching? Have you done a video on pencil sketching?
I did one on realism.
Okay. I will mark that down in our list of things to...
See, yeah, this feels very watery.
It doesn't look very thick.
Yeah, it just doesn't really have thickness to it.
Hey, Richard's here. He says good morning, good evening, and afternoon to all.
Hey, Richard.
How you doing, Richard?
I'm hardly putting any water on this.
Last Cheeseburger says, if you could have any food in the world right now, what would it be?
It would be Antonio's Pizza, a Sicilian slice.
Good.
That's where I grew up in Florida. There was a place around the corner, and they made the best Sicilian slices.
You know what I would have?
Hmm.
Right this second, I would have a giant bagel from that Liberty Bagels in Midtown Manhattan.
Oh.
God, I want a bagel right now so bad. I don't know what made me think of that, but there it is.
What do you guys think of this paint?
Oh, Neo Arc says, thanks so much for seeing and taking the time to comment on my video for my watercolor painting. I worked a long time on it and it made me super proud of myself when you saw it.
Oh, I'm so happy. It was really, really well done.
Oh, Scott does not like spicy food. No, 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 no. Let's see. What is your favorite thing about Scott? Let me think. What's my favorite thing about you? Well, let me put it this way. I will explain it with a short story. No matter where we are, he always makes it fun. And when we were driving across country last October, we didn't listen to the radio once. We just talked the whole time. So I think my favorite part about Scott, aside from the fact that I think he's adorably cute and has really nice eyes and a cute tushy, I think it's that we've always been friends and we just talk about everything. So I like that. That's what I like. See, I was nice.
Yeah, my tushy.
I had to throw that in. How do you know how much water to use when using watercolor?
Well, that's just practice and preference. Well, what do you guys think? It's a weird.
It doesn't look like I thought it would look.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really, and the coverage isn't really full coverage.
Yeah.
It's kind of spotty, honestly.
Let's blow dry it. Blow dryer.
What's your favorite thing to eat or to snack on while painting?
Atomic fireballs.
That's a good one. It says, great info on the brushes. I would love a 10-minute video about how to start with watercolors, what materials, and in a small time lapse, not only the painting itself, but how to use the tools.
Interesting. Okay.
I have that down. That's a great one, actually.
All right. Let us get some green in the eyes.
Yeah, please don't spam, guys. I am doing my best to keep up with your comments. And the mods are doing a great job of answering. Also, if the mods answer a question, please take that as that's from us, because they're answering the questions, the more generic questions that they know all the answers to, and I'm letting Scott answer some other ones. So, Scott is drawing Chesterfield from our Animal Crackers movie. And we have 1 million social media outlets on the website. If you go to ssavaart.com and go to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, you will see every social media link known to man on the planet. Or at least it feels like that. Yes, I saw Turning Red, and I loved it.
All right, let's. I'm gonna start with the eyes.
Oh, Mono's from Germany and tuning in to draw alongside you.
Oh, thank you. So now I've got pretty much all the color out there. Let's start with the eyes and start to kind of render it.
How are you liking it so far?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would be great for anybody who just wants to just start off and just play around. I think it's perfect.
We do not have a bathroom in the Hobbit hole. Scott has to go up to Gondor for that, which kind of seems fitting. Let's see. Have you ever tried jelly gouache?
No, I have not.
Left-handed draws is here. Says, hello, Scott. I am late, and how are you, Donna?
Hello.
I'm good.
We're
There's not
good.
enough tea for this morning, but I'm good. And there's so many of you. I'm trying so hard to get to the questions. Scott uses King Uwu travel paintbrushes, but you're not using that for this one. What are you using?
Oh, these are just flat brushes.
Just flat brushes. Are they just like generic flat brushes?
Yeah, whatever the cheap kinds you get, Princeton Art and Brush that you get at Michael's.
Probably just in a multi-pack, I would assume.
Multi-pack.
No, not multi-pass. Multi-pack. Do you like amusement parks? Yes, we love Disney.
Well, that's not an amusement park.
It amuses me. Doesn't that count? Spark Art says, I got some zebra brush pens. They're amazing.
Aren't they?
Your local art person says, I missed some of your past streams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad you made this one.
And thank you to Bethany and Steph Nerd for putting Scott's art supply list.
Blow dryer. All right.
And the new hard drive for my laptop has been delayed.
Again?
Shipping, of course.
I think you should delay their payments again.
Can you use gouache paints in a bond paper?
What's a bond paper?
I don't know what you're asking, Tuka. I don't know what bond paper is.
You know what's weird?
You?
I don't think these are lifting up.
What do you mean?
Look at this. That's lifting up the paper.
What do you mean?
This feels more like acrylic gouache.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it say that on the front, or does it say
No, it just says gouache, but it's not like I'm not getting the previous color when I'm putting the stuff down.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
No, Chesterfield is a good guy. Not a bad guy. Have you ever seen The Maze Runner?
No.
What's the difference between poster colors and gouache?
I don't know. I'm not really that knowledgeable about poster colors.
Atomic fireballs are the best. It might be a Gen X thing, but they hit the spot on a variety of levels. Says
Yeah.
Joni. That's cute. Thank you, Knight of Mind. I'm trying. If you could be any Disney princess or prince, who would it be?
Jasmine.
Can I be Piglet instead? Does that sound terrible? Oh no, just my name says I'm in the hospital, probably broke my arm. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Why are you on a live with us? My goodness.
They're probably waiting.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better.
Who is your favorite artist and your favorite painting that they did? I hope they give you some medicine too so it doesn't hurt.
I like Spring by Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema.
Oh boy. Lyrics wants to know if you can do story time of how you met your wife. Love your content. Also, who are you drawing?
This is Chesterfield from our movie Animal Crackers, played by Danny DeVito.
And there's a video on how we... Is there a video on how we...
Not how we met, but
Yeah. Oh boy.
this paintbrush is not
My
fine.
day is going great. I'm going to have to change teas.
I should probably not use this one. Look at that. That's kind of not that great.
It's all split.
Yeah.
Looks watery, but it's good, says Senior Simon. I love hearing y'all's relationship and the love you guys share. It's so beautiful. Aw.
Oh, thank you.
We're only nice when we're on the live with you guys. Then when we leave, we beat each other up. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, when did you post your first video?
Well,
What year?
my
I don't even. Don't you have videos going back to like 2014 on YouTube?
I don't think. I mean, I posted. I think my first video might be when I was doing that the watercolor thing. The God, what's the name of the old West town?
The one in at Malibu State Park.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of it is, but Paramount Ranch.
Thank you.
You're
God,
welcome.
I could not remember that. Sorry, everybody.
No, you're okay. Phew. Floof says, "All right, I'm gonna go to the interview soon.
Good luck.
Good luck. You
We
got
believe in you."
this." How did Scott propose? Oh boy.
Now that's a funny story.
That's a funny story. Okay, so I had no idea he was going to propose. And we go to the beach, to our favorite place on the beach, and he says, if I was going to propose, how would you like me to propose? And I'm thinking, oh, how cute, because we talked about getting married. We've been together 4 years and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, get down on one knee. No, not like that. And he's like, so I make him get down on one knee. And this
No,
and that.
wrong knee. This knee.
Just
Do this, and
do
then
that,
say this, and you got to do that, and
well, you asked me.
and Donna's not shy about giving her opinion about anything.
You asked me.
I know.
Oh my God, stop. So then he pulled out a ring, and I was like, wait, what? This is your what? And I freaked out and I cried, and here we are, almost 30 years later. I love this story much. It's so much like them, says Steffner. Totally right. Can't you see that? We're standing out on the beach. No, you're doing it wrong. Do it this way. She says, I need more tea for this story time. Oh God. I feel like we've been together forever. We've been together longer than we were apart, or like we've been married longer than we were not together. So I don't know. At this point, I'm not even sure I remember a time before Scott. So there you go. Do you like Gorillas? I'm assuming that's the band.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you look at Animal Crackers, Owen's hair being blue was based off of my love for Gorillas.
Okay, Old Ice sent you a tip and says, what gouache brand do you normally use?
Oh,
And
thank you
for the tip. That was totally
I use Winsor & Newton normally. This is like cheap ones that we're just trying out.
Shalom also sent you a tip, and
Thank you.
Also sent a little adorable red panda that is moving with little hearts. In the
Oh,
corner.
that's so cool.
And that is all mine. You cannot have the red panda. Anything red panda, mine. Let's see. When did you start coloring? He's been using color since the beginning. He already had it sketched out in pencil. Have you ever seen The Princess Bride? Oh my God, Abigail.
It's
That's
our
his
favorite movie. My favorite movie, yeah.
Have you ever read the book?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've read the book.
It's pretty good.
Do we have the book?
No, I think I gave it to somebody.
Doggone it. Okay. Will you ever do a Draw My Life video?
What is that?
I don't know. Carla Ortega, can you give us a little more info on that? I don't know what that is. Did you ink this painting? No.
No, this is gouache, and so I am just painting it. It's a gouache I've never used before, so I'm just trying it out.
Tefner thought that I would want to be someone in Alice in Wonderland so I could have tea. Yes, except that in a lot of things that you see with Winnie the Pooh, every time they have like a little party or something, there's always like a little teapot drawn on the table. So, and Piglet is just so me. Oh, did it dear? Calamity Strikes, that's me. How long do you usually work on a piece?
I like to get them done in an hour if I can.
Scott has done album cover art.
Yeah, I got to do a couple.
I love that little red panda. So cute. Thank you for that. That's adorable. Do you like Nirvana?
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in decades,
Oh,
but
are you
yeah.
guys getting YouTube ads? I'm sorry. So far, it looks good for a $5 gouache, says Leah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Chonk the Bando says, started collecting bracelets just like you.
Oh.
Your local art person says, have fun storming the castle. My favorite line?
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Maya, Scott answered that one. Who's your favorite artist and your favorite painting that they did?
Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema and Spring. He's not my favorite overall artist, but that's definitely my favorite painting.
Help, my dog has me trapped by sitting on my lap. I'm not helping you, that's the best place to be. Oh, Fiber and Brimstone's here, says, good morning, friendly here. What's the verdict on these paints so far? I have the exact same set, but haven't tried them yet.
They're a little watery, a little thin, and they don't seem to reactivate very well. Which, I mean, they feel more like acrylic gouache than gouache, is what I'm saying. You know what I also realized? I did not change out the water after using the...
Oh no. The sparkly one?
Yeah.
Oops. Well...
Hasn't really affected it too much.
Abby says, a Draw My Life was an older-ish trend where people go through their life, but with drawings, and talk about how they get to where they are now. Oh, you did that!
Oh yeah, I did that unintentionally, but yeah, there's a video on that.
Yeah, Scott did that.
Let me change out the water.
Okay, do you want me to go up and do it? You can talk about something. For a beginner, are these colors good?
Yes, yeah, these colors are good. Just know that the professional ones are so much nicer, so don't get too frustrated with them.
Okay, did you ever eat something you've drawn? Here, let me go get water. Let me go rinse that out. Tell them the story of how we met or something, and I will go upstairs and rinse this out and get the sparklies out of it. Let me go do that. You have to talk while I'm gone.
I am gonna talk. These are the gouache that I normally use. Winsor & Newton, and they're about $5 or $6 a tube. And yeah, this is our one right here. Can you say hi? Oh, your ear. What happened to your ear? Flop. There we go. All better. The ear emergency has been handled. Yep, she's the pickle.
You're not talking, you're showing them the dog.
So again, I can't propose right. I can't handle the YouTube live right without you. Not this way, that way. Don't do this, do that.
Well, if you would do it right the first time, we wouldn't have this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a kiss. Okay, I had to wash it out with soap, and the sparklies are all over the sponge in the kitchen now, just letting you know.
Okay.
But not that you're going to use the sponge and do dishes. But
Yeah, darn, there goes my afternoon plans.
You're so funny. Scott needs Donna. Boy, isn't that the truth. Okay, so, yes, we have watched The Neverending Story. Our dog, Arwen, is a Beagle and a Jack Russell mix. She is a rescue. Aw, and Donna completes Scott. Donna takes care of Scott. Sparkles on the kitchen sponge. Whatever will Scott do? Nixie is she's so funny. I can't remember the last time he picked up the kitchen sponge. I'm just saying.
I didn't even know we had a sponge.
Jeez, stop. Oh my god. Is your dog's name Donna, Scott? Scott needs to go buy more sponges and stuff, nerd. I don't think Scott would know where I buy the sponges. Let's put it that way. What is something Scott cooks that Donna likes the most? Oh my God. He has become a whiz on the barbecue. Like, that man can cook a steak that would make you cry. It's so good. Let's just go there. Really, really good. Nixie, it cracks me up. Sparkles on the kitchen sponge. Whatever will Scott do? Okay, that was funny, and thank you for that laugh because that was hysterical. Oh gosh, that was really funny. I needed that. That was funny. When are you going to do a Marvel drawing again?
I don't know.
Okay, so Armand wants to know what's the name of the gouache that you are currently using.
This is Artist Loft.
Yeah. It's a Michaels house brand.
And it was $5 for 24 pieces.
Yeah.
It's really much more like acrylic gouache, which is not a horrible thing, but regular gouache lifts up much easier.
How long does a watercolor and or gouache tube last you?
Oh God, easily a year, and that's with me painting every day.
Yeah, you don't buy it that much. I mean, a little goes a really, really long way,
Yeah.
it seems, especially with the watercolors. There's no silly questions around here, Abby. We both love dogs. I wish I could be a cat person, but I'm allergic. We did have a bunny at one point. Her name was Muffin. Loved her. Oh no, Tamaki said, sorry I had to leave as my teapot fell on the ground. Major disaster.
Oh,
God,
dear.
I'm so sorry. That's horrible. I hope you're okay. I hope you have a backup teapot.
If only she felt that much empathy for the person who broke their arm.
Well, they were already at the doctor. The teapot's really a crisis if Tamaki doesn't have a backup teapot. We got a problem, but the other person was already at the doctor getting their arm fixed.
Yeah.
Sorry, priorities. You can tell where Donna's priorities are. How are you going to caffeinate? Have you ever drawn Donna?
Oh yeah, there's a video on it.
Oh boy. So many times. Why did you start art?
I grew up in not an artist family, but my mom was an artist, my uncle was an artist, his uncle, their uncle was an artist. And so it was not frowned upon. They didn't push it on me, but it wasn't frowned upon.
I watched your short about your wife. It was so wholesome, I can't even.
Thank you.
What is one of your favorite lines from The Princess Bride?
Gosh.
I've just taken 1 year from your life. How does it feel?
I like to say, I know something you don't know. I'm not left-handed, you know. There's just too many of them.
It's so quotable.
The thing is, I got to work with Wallace Shawn, who was Vizzini, and I could not get him to say inconceivable.
Oh, honey, come on.
I know.
All of the years. I mean, you gotta know that's, you know. Let's see. Okay. Has Scott done spray paint, cassine, vinyl paint, and markers?
I tried cassine. I've done markers. I've not done vinyl paint or spray paint.
I've used spray paint.
No, to like make art, honey.
I have. I did it in school in drama. We used spray paint to make backdrops.
I guess that kind of counts.
We did. We did it for, God, so many things, so many shows. I mean, don't get me wrong. People sketched it out for me, and then I spray painted in the lines that they wanted me to do. So I don't know if that counts, but Scott doesn't typically draw food. Leah says it looks super amazing with super cheap gouache.
Thanks. I mean, it's
How long did it take to make the Hobbit hole?
about 6 months.
It felt like 106 months.
Yeah.
Hi from Ireland. Are you using reference or painting from memory?
No, I'm using reference. This is Chesterfield from my movie Animal Crackers.
Have you ever made bread before? We have indeed. I made gluten-free bread on Monday and it turned out okay, but I'm going to try to make a gluten-full Ukrainian bread today.
Ooh.
That sounds good. Why are you guys laughing at Backup Teapot? I wasn't kidding. Seriously. Muffin is the cutest name for a bunny. I know. Apparently I had everyone at making a steak. Can we get it on Amazon? What?
Oh, the paint?
The penny. Can we get it on Amazon? I don't know. Are you asking about the paint or are you asking about Animal Crackers? Animal Crackers is on Netflix. The paint is Artist's Loft brand and it's at Michael's. Oh, somebody had a question about, I can't remember where it was because I lost it. It just moved. How often do you travel? Not often enough, especially with COVID. But we want to go everywhere. They asked the difference. What can you do with on canvas? Gouache, acrylics.
You can't do
What's the
watercolor.
Best thing. Okay.
But
Can you
I'm
do
not a
gouache
fan
on
of.
canvas?
You can. I'm not a fan of canvas. I just never was. I don't like the texture.
All my journals are Artist Loft, says Chaos Cantaloupes. I've seen those. Are they good journals? Do you like them? Yes, he is illustrating Chesterfield from Animal Crackers. It is 10:04 a.m. at our place right now. I'm sure wherever you are, you can find, you gotta just dig to find reasonably priced stuff. Scott on the grill video. Oh, okay. They want to see you barbecuing. Yeah, Bethany. He's painted Donna a million times. She's kind of over being a model. Indeed, she is.
Yeah, I don't think the last time I painted her was September when we went to Carmel.
That was October.
October.
A cooking stream. Oh my God. No, you're not. We need Donna in the hair journal. Oh boy. We need the long men's beard in the hair journal. That's what I'm waiting for. Could we have a steak making demo video next?
No.
Does he do medium rare or well done? Okay, I like it medium well. So I don't want it mooing. I like maybe just a tiny bit of pink in the middle. But I like it cooked. If it's mooing at me, we're gonna have a problem. Which brush did you use for the fine outlines?
Just this got all weird. Look at that go. Well, I don't think I'll be using this one again. Look at that.
Nope, I think that's a trasher, honey.
It was this one.
Has Scott ever tried a rinse well for paint water?
Is that those little prickly things? I think Donna got me some one year.
No, it's not a frog, it's a something. Yeah, he won't use it. Scott needs to use the kitchen sponge more. I'm going backwards. Hey, Scott and Donna, in a few months, I'm applying for an art school. One of the things is that you need to do a drawing test. You have 90 minutes to draw a still life with a pencil. Any tips?
Oh, just practice. You'll be fine.
And you know what? You're going to have to remember for that 90 minutes that you're in there, have fun with what you're drawing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's impossible when you're being tested, you know. But the thing is honestly,
so
look at it this way. You're gonna be 90 minutes. You should be able to draw it in 5. So just get all of your shapes in the first 5 minutes, and then you can spend the rest of your time with the shading and the lighting and everything else. But just get your composition, get your all the parts right, and then you'll be good.
You know what I missed asking you too was somebody said they had watercolor that dried and then couldn't be reactivated.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would say.
Yeah, this is really feeling more like acrylic gouache to me.
I'm just really, why would they have this person, why would they have Marimu do a 90-minute test to do a still life? What if Marimu, you know,
I don't know why schools do anything, honestly.
I don't understand that. It's so subjective. What if, like, they're happy with their drawing, but somebody else doesn't like it? It's like, it's so ridiculous.
If you're happy with your art, then why would you go to an art school to learn? That the whole point of going there is to learn their style, their way.
It's also incredibly subjective for them to give this poor person a 90-minute test to draw a still life. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I digress.
As you are wont to do.
You know what? You usually like my digressions. Don't be obnoxious. Watercolor that dries and cannot be reactivated. Derwent ink tints. Oh, that's Frederic.
Interesting.
I never knew that. Hey, David Ketcherside's here and says, good morning, everyone. How you doing, David? Long time no see. Or type, or something. I use acrylic on my canvases. I don't use high quality ones for both, as I'm low on funds. I use dollar store ones. They do their job. You know what? You're making art, so I think that's fine. I really need to take a trip over to the dollar store, and I'll tell you why. Because on one of my Facebook groups, I know, I'm old. I'm on Facebook, okay? There was a couple of people who had gone to the dollar store, and they had found glass dip pens and ink bottles, like bottles of actual ink at the dollar store. And they said, are they the best kind of ink? No, but they're actually usable and workable. And I was like, wow, I gotta go check that out. So perhaps the dollar store might be worth a run at some point soon. Sadat says, how can I learn painting? I'm really good at drawing, but I can't do painting.
Painting is just, I didn't do painting either. And I just picked up some paints and did it till I got better at it. It's not, you don't need a course, you don't need a teacher, you just need the practice. That's all it is.
We put you on the video and it makes you so sad. You're like, oh, really? You're exploiting me. I need a cookie. I know.
We need payment of a cookie, Dad.
Well, this is definitely a fun experience.
Experiment.
An experiment, yeah. Let's see.
David says, OMG, it's been way too long. Glad I caught you here. I miss SBC. Join us in our Discord. We're in there all the time. Well, not all the time. We're in there a lot. Come and join us. We chat. We hang out. We share things. It's fun. I know, as we've gotten bigger and bigger, it's so hard to talk to everybody individually, but we're trying our best.
See, if this was Winsor and Newton, you'd be seeing bits of green. But it's just, it would be picking up the pigment. It's not. This is really acting like acrylic gouache.
What part of a painting do you look forward to the most?
Finishing it. I do.
Leah doesn't have Discord. Can we see another picture? Can they see the reference again, please?
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 sec.
Spark Art wants to do a collab. Oh man, this is the gouache I have. This is the Artist Loft gouache from Michaels, and it was on clearance. Nicholas says, either way, the piece is absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you. It is really rough and...
It's kind of fun, though.
Kind of fun.
Thanks, Nixia.
All right, so I'm going to see if I can go over the background.
Okay,
without it lifting up. That'll be a good test.
Jay Copo says, I want to do art, but I'm upset because I want it to all be finished, clean art, but it takes too long for my brain. I've become fast over the 10 plus years, but I just want it to be done. I'm not finding it fun.
Have you tried giving yourself a time limit to just make art in an hour? That is really been helping me to do 1 hour paintings. It's sped me up.
Why does that help? What does
Because
that
otherwise
bring
you're pursuing perfection. If you have no time limit, you just keep going on and on and on and on and on. And I just find that saying, okay guys, I've got to finish this painting before the end of the live. And then wherever it is, I don't go back to it. All right, done. I find that it's liberating in a lot of ways.
Destiny says, this is my first live stream with y'all and it's very pleasant. Currently waiting for my job interview, LOL, and I'm enjoying drawing with y'all.
Oh,
well, good luck,
good luck on your
Destiny.
job interview.
Yeah. Kick butt, you got this. Hayes says, hey, you're live. I'm going to start with watercolors, so it's sick to learn from you. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
I think sick means good, honey.
That's what the kids say.
Is that what the young people say now? Scott, have you ever thought of making art from the splotches of paint you use to... Shoot. Sorry. Things move and then... Okay, use to... like take and mix it from, as in the sheet. Have you ever thought of making art out of... Oh! Making art out of the palette sheet.
Oh, no, I haven't, but that's interesting.
Scott has a video on all of his paintings from the very beginning when he was a little wee boy till now. And most of those were pencil drawings, not paintings.
From the dawn of time.
Yeah, well, the dawn of your time at least. What was the painting you had the most fun with?
I really did enjoy doing the Animal Crackers movie poster.
We are drawing, and by we, you obviously know I mean Scott, because there is no way I am drawing. Chesterfield from Animal Crackers movie. That's our movie that we did. Will there ever be merch with your drawings? Yes, and I love my new phone wallpaper. Thank you. We are working on merch, you guys. We are working on merch, I promise. Actually, as of yesterday, we are working on merch. Sophia Moreno says, how are we this morning? I'm making some Earl Grey tea with a splash of milk. I am just drinking the strong English breakfast, and it's black, and I need another 6 cups. I'm just really out of it. Queenie would like to know, says, good morning. I know you are shy, Scott, but do you think you'll ever do a meet and greet? To which Bethany replies,
What is Bethany committing me to?
No. This is the funny part. She replies, it is very, very unlikely. Donna is my bestie, and I barely see Scott in person.
I pop my head out the door.
So here's how it goes. Bethany comes over. Scott comes upstairs from the Hobbit hole, pops his head around the corner in the kitchen and goes, hey, and then runs back downstairs and slaps the door behind him. And that's as much as Bethany ever sees of him. She also has not been down to the hole. Sorry. I just remember you peeking your head around the corner in the kitchen, waving and going, hi, and then running away.
Literally the bare minimum.
Seriously, literally the bare minimum. Do you think using drawing books is helpful for reference and getting practice?
It is. I really liked the How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way book. That really helped me out a lot.
Super Ninja, do all artists have to be good at everything art?
No.
Come on.
No.
Good grief. Some people are great at sculpture, some people are...
And some people are just, they find that one thing that they're good at, and then they stick to it, and they're perfectly happy.
Exactly. So you've got so many people on here who are great at a bunch of different things. So like, let's take our mods. Like David is great at digital art, and can I just tell you he's fantastic at digital art. And then you've got Bethany, who loves oil paintings, and she makes the most beautiful oil paintings. Scott wouldn't touch oil paintings with a 10-foot pole, plus he'd probably suck at it.
Yeah.
and he does watercolor. And you've got Nixia, she's a fiber artist and crochets the most beautiful blankets. And then you've got Steph Nerd, who is another friend of ours who does draw, and she actually is really, really great at it. But she's she's a chef. She does the most beautiful culinary things. And in addition, you've got another one of our friends who makes the most beautiful cakes you've ever seen in your life. So, I don't know. Art just, I don't know. There's my thing. Everybody has their specialty.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. It's a book when you're teaching your kids how to go potty. Dip pens at the dollar store, OMG. I know, Marguerite, right? Seriously, try the dollar store. I'm gonna go head out and try the dollar store, because actually people were saying that they had some really nice writing notepads there too. Like, I need another notepad, which I really don't. But there you go. Super Ninja, I hope that answered your question. David says, I am a manager at a hospital. Art is all me, free time and passion. Yep. I'm trying to get into an art academy, so do you have any tips on putting art portfolios together? That's Lori.
I don't know what a school is going to look for. I know what I look for as far as, like, if I'm hiring, that is usually somebody who has, you're going to school, so you shouldn't really even be at a point where you found your style yet. You should still be learning. I would like to see you studying the masters. I would like to see you have a little Impressionism, have a little Art Nouveau, have a little bit of, I think for me, the biggest turnoff would just be a bunch of comic book stuff, which, by the way, is exactly what my portfolio was when I went to school.
30 years ago?
Yeah. So I just, everybody your age is going to be drawing anime or comics or so show that you've looked at the history of art in some way.
Ruth says that purple was a great choice. Yep, Scott does always work from reference. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you ever drawn an alien? Why?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. What are your thoughts on bees? The greatest pollinators on the planet. We love bees. We actually have a bee house. Let's see. Sophia says, Scott and Donna just casually gathering a collective of artsy people, LOL. Like the Avengers. Y'all have every corner of the art world covered at this point.
Yeah.
Are you good at gesture drawing? I'm really having troubles with it.
Oh, gesture drawing. Yeah, I like gesture drawing. That's fun. And again, I wasn't good at it until I went to school and took classes. We did 3 hours of figure drawing every day. It's anything that you want to do, you can get better at it. You just need to put the time into it. So just because you're not good at something now.
Hold up. You're using a pencil now to go over the gouache?
Yeah, just to tighten it up a little bit.
Interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Steffner says Jamie's cake decorating is out of this world. I need her to show me how to make flowers because my buttercream flowers aren't pretty. She really is amazing. She makes beautiful cakes. Art portfolio, Lori. Let's see. Oh, Miramu, just steal a blow dryer from whoever you're living with. That's a good enough blow dryer. Scott is as introvert as my hubby. It's hilarious. My hubby would die if there were sparkly glitter traps on our kitchen sponge, I swear. So funny. Have you ever used alcohol markers? If not, would you consider making a video using them? I'm sorry if this was answered already or I missed it.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
That's pretty Whitney.
Yeah, I've used them. I did Copic markers and other markers. I haven't made a video on it just because I don't have them anymore. Once I found out that they really, they wouldn't pass the light fastness test according to what I've heard. And so I stopped using them.
Didn't you put markers on the light
I put the watercolor markers.
Watercolor marker. Thank you.
Which those are the ones that just really don't look like they're going to make it.
So what's the difference between alcohol markers and watercolor markers?
Watercolor markers are made specifically to, you add water to them and then they turn into watercolor.
Okay.
Alcohol markers are just like the markers I used to use on all of my pieces with the colored pencils. Remember I had that whole drawer of markers?
Yes.
That's markers. And then I think I gave the other ones to that kid.
Yes, you did. But you also gave a bunch of the watercolor ones to the middle school for use for the art department.
Okay.
Yeah, we donated a bunch of those. So let me ask you this question, and I'm going completely off script and completely out of the comments here. Why would you use a watercolor marker or a watercolor pencil instead of just using watercolor?
Well, some people just like to draw, you know, with drawing, like what I'm doing right now, is pushing. Painting is pulling. So for my entire life, I didn't want to do a paintbrush because I didn't like the feeling of pulling. I liked the idea of pushing. And that's just it.
But why would you draw with the watercolor, like say it's a watercolor pencil or a marker, why would you draw with a watercolor pencil or a marker and then put water over it? Because isn't that the point of the watercolor pencil or the watercolor marker?
No. It's just you're drawing and then you can now turn it into a watercolor painting. So you'd have to watch the video.
I did watch the video.
It's in the Art Hacks playlist if you want to take a look.
Don't be sassy. I did watch the video, but I'm just curious. Left-handed draw says, I would use watercolor pencils because turning pencil into watercolor is magical. Maybe I'll have to steal a couple of Scott's watercolor pencils and play around with them. I might have to do a video on that. The Dummy's Guide to Learning Watercolor Pencils. Not the Artist's Guide, the Dummy's Guide. You should say happy birthday to Spark Art because they're going to have their...
Happy birthday, Spark Art. Well, nothing a few colored pencils wouldn't fix, right?
Have you seen Jamie's calligraphy and hand lettering journals? They are gorgeous. I've seen a couple of them. She's really amazing. Yeah, please do that, Donna. Uh-oh. Oh boy. You get slightly different effects with watercolor pencils, markers, pans, and tubes. Huh. Oh boy, temples forever. Did I just hear Donna's gonna make a video? Yes, we'll do a Dummy's Guide to Watercolor Pencils. Ooh, don't go to the pool if it's 102, Sophia. My gosh. That shading is incredible.
Oh, thank you. Not really my normal medium, so this is a little different, but...
You know, Prexy wants to know what my favorite brush pen is. I don't really like brush pens. I'll tell you, I am obsessed right now with my fountain pen. Obsessed. Oh, now people are like, Donna's not gonna make the video. Oh, is that a challenge?
I dare you.
Yeah, I double dog dare you. I don't know if I'm pressing too hard, but watercolor pencils wear the paper down a lot.
Yeah, you might be pressing down a little hard, or you might not have the right paper.
What is the best place to get art supplies like brush pens and others? Asks Victoria.
Well, I get my brush pens from jetpens.com.
Scott, have you tried Kremer's watercolor pans? I think you said you're in Manhattan. It's right by Empire State. The place is so cool.
No, I'm in Franklin, Tennessee, but
yeah, we're down by Nashville.
I could try it. All right. Well, I think for a test, this was really interesting. Let's do one other thing, though. Let me get a cheap piece of watercolor paper.
And somebody asked, like a million moons ago what the pen was. It's not a jelly roll pen that Scott uses to outline with. It's a Uniball Signo pen.
The white one?
The white pen,
Okay,
yeah. And it's in the art supplies list that Scott has, but it is not a jelly roll. Jelly rolls do not roll as well as the Uniball Signo, and that I can attest for sure. Oh, yes, I am the reader of the family. Thank you for that. And if anybody's looking for a great summer read, I just finished The Cartographers. Oh my God. Get it on audiobook and listen to it. It is fantastic. Suspenseful, and it's about maps and books and intrigue and family, and it's fantastic. You'd love it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. Can't recommend it enough. It's like 40 hours long. It's ridiculously long, but it's so good.
I'm gonna go on the back of the.
No, what are you doing?
It's just the back of this one. That's fine.
No, that's the Hobbit journal, the Lord of the Rings journal.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I just want to do a test.
You're gonna ruin it.
You can ruin it. Okay, I want to do a test. So let me do this with.
Oh, have you been to Blick recently? They are having trouble getting white signals. They were completely out.
That would probably be my fault. No,
There's a lot of problems with the supply chain still. People are. What are you doing?
I'm just recording while I'm doing this.
No, I mean, what are you gonna do now?
Well, I want to test to see how much this actually picks up. So I'm gonna take some red. I'm gonna dry it. And I'm gonna get some red gouache.
I don't think you've ever used Ohuhu markers, have you?
Doesn't sound familiar. Your phone's on.
Oh, I know. I'm taking pictures.
So this is my normal gouache.
When Scott uses colored pencils, he uses Prismacolor.
Okay, so this is
I haven't seen the movie Heathers, have you?
no.
Scott has never done vent art to the best of my knowledge. How do you feel about oil pastels?
Oil pastels? I like them. Okay, let me dry this.
Okay, the people is definitely deeper.
Just to give it as much fairness as possible, I will actually add a little more pigment.
Donna, be honest, how upset are you for the fact that he's using the Lord of the Rings sketchbook for this? Oh, it irritates me to no end. Seriously, it's gonna irritate me, I don't know, probably
Blow dryer.
the rest of the day.
Okay, so
Book recommendations. Hold on, I have to take this. Thank you, Joni. I got that down.
I'm gonna just take water and I'm just gonna run it across the gouache.
See, Wanderlust loves Prismas, but they always seem to break when I sharpen them.
Okay, you guys see what happened here?
Yeah, it sort of spread out a little bit.
It picked it up, right? Let's do that with this one.
It's not moving. Hardly at all.
see how it didn't spread?
Yeah.
So if I go over, I'll do this again. I'll do red. And
Okay,
red.
Abby thinks your handwriting is amazing.
You're weird, but okay, thank you.
Oh god.
Okay, blow dryer. All right, so now if I add yellow to this, right? It maybe picked up a little bit of the pigment. Let me grab a yellow.
From the Wizard Newton.
Yeah.
Watching, like to get back into painting. What's the best kind of paint for a beginner?
I like watercolor. It's very simple.
To the best of my knowledge, Scott does not have an opinion on Posca pens.
So watch this. See how it just became
Wow.
orange? So this is red with a little bit of yellow on it, and then as soon as I moved off, it was yellow with a little bit of red in it. This just
Blend.
picks it up. And that's what I was noticing was normally when I'm working in gouache, if I go over with another color, it's gonna pick up the color underneath.
I've tried the Tombow markers, but I really like the, I just really love my fountain pen. I don't like the brush pens. I really love to write with a fountain pen.
Anyways, I wanted to just try it, make sure
Spark Art, are you asking what tripod he uses? Are you asking what he's using for the lives, or asking what he's using when he's out somewhere? Because those are two different things. Honey, what pencil erasers are the best? Madison would like to know.
Oh, I don't have a preference for pencils or erasers, honestly.
Very interesting. That really does look
Yeah,
more like
see, look, you just see how the red isn't moving underneath it?
Yeah. It's like acrylic.
Yeah.
What tripod for the live?
Oh, here you go.
Those paints are muddy and uncooperative, and yet you still painted Chesterfield like a boss. That's why the #1 answer to questions is time and practice. You've all got this. That's Lyra.
It was an interesting. I think the other thing I'd like to do is give it a light fastness test.
Hey, mods. Specifically, I guess. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Bethany. She's got it. Love your videos. Hello from England. That's
Thank you.
okay.
Hello.
Marguerite prefers pastel markers, and thank God you caught that. Wow. The artist loft is making me sad, says Juliana.
Yeah, the paint water looks a little like coffee, huh? But I think that was a very fun test. Thank you, honey, for picking that up.
I think it was really cool. I'm glad you got to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I'm looking at my screen right now, and I'm looking at the test you did underneath. Like, you've got Chesterfield on top, and he looks great, but the test with the paints on the bottom, I guess it says everything.
Yeah.
You know, like being able to blend. If that's what you're doing and you want to blend, if you put one color next to another color, and some people might like that.
No, this feels more like acrylic gouache than it does regular gouache.
Yeah. Have you ever considered making a collage out of your old art that you don't like?
No, I don't like to look back on old stuff.
Did anyone in particular inspire the characters in Animal Crackers?
Yeah, different characters came from different people and
Sort of an
whatnot.
amalgamation
Yeah,
of people,
yeah.
too.
So I think when you're writing, you think of different people. I wish I could say specifically who Chesterfield came from or whatever, but no, it's just.
Has Scott used a black wing pencil, and what were his thoughts?
I don't recall.
I don't think Scott would like a black wing pencil, Lorraine, because they are very dark and very smooth and very lovely and supple. And I love the black wing pencils. I like a really soft, dark pencil, but I don't think Scott would like that. He has not drank the paint water, but he's almost put his paint in his teacup before.
All right, everybody. We will see you on Friday.
Thanks for hanging out with us,
Thank you
guys.
for hanging out. Thank you for letting us play around with these paints.
Scott does have a Snapchat. If you go to the savaart.com, go all the way to the bottom, all the social medias are there. Do you prefer watercolor or gouache?
I just watercolor slightly more. I love gouache though.
What's the difference between the gouache and the watercolor paint, because they are both water-based?
Watercolor is more transparent. Gouache is more opaque. And there's a video on the difference between watercolor, gouache, acrylic gouache, and acrylics.
Oh, Leah's gonna send the red panda drawing in the comments after this live. Yay!
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Abby was here for the whole thing.
Yeah, you can message me on Snap. I have like 30,000 people messaging me on that app, and it doesn't save it, so I can't look back and see what the conversation was. I do my best. The best place to message me is probably in the comments on YouTube. That's where I spend the most of my time. All right, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. We love you all, and we will see you
Thanks for
on
being here.
Friday.
We will.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.